All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another FFT AI battle. This is the final one right before the tournament. That's right. So, yeah, we'll introduce the two teams. We have SuperDevon on top, and then we have VCOD on bottom. And both of the teams are very similar, but let's introduce each of the units first, and I'll get right to it then afterwards. So we have Troll Chemist the Chemist, Troll Knight the Knight, Troll Lancer the Lancer, and Troll Squid the Mind Flayer. And now for VCOD's team, we got Scumbag Steve the Dark Behemoth, Don't Tase Me Bro the Knight, Trollface the Lancer, and Overly Attached Girlfriend the Thief. So, as their names imply, with the units and the names of their teams and everything, they're all designed to be trolls. Trolls as in like stalling out with tactics like being able to charm, use talk skill, be really tanky. We have the one pretty much two primary damage dealers, the Knight and the Dark Behemoth. Surprisingly, both of these guys have the exact same gear, except one has a reflect ring, the other one has a diamond armlet. So, very similar in designs. I'm not sure who to give this to. I feel like this Chemist has a lot of evasion, as you can see, plus MP switch. And since nobody has any like concentrated abilities, it's going to be very hard for VCOD's team to be able to hit this Chemist. But if the Chemist does get hit, it's going to spell trouble for them. I'm kind of inclined to give this to VCOD just because of the fact that the Dark Behemoth has double the HP pool of the Mind Flayer and would be far deadlier. But we'll see if the confusion procs work. So, yeah, let's go to our map then. We're going to go to... Yeah, let's do this. Checkerboard stairs. Why not? So terrain isn't really going to be an impact at all. Like there's not a lot of hills and whatnot. It's a flat ground. So this is just going to come down to speed synchronization and see who can be on top. So while these teams are closing the gap between the two, I'll just throw it up as a reminder. As if you're seeing this, check the description. In the description, we'll have the link to the GameFAQs tournament thread. This is live as of midnight. In fact, I think I'll slap it on as a premiere function on YouTube, assuming you are watching it live. And then you could just follow the tournament thread, and it'll have the brackets enabled and everything. And again, 2 hours from when you're seeing this at 2 a.m. Central, that's when I'm going to do like the first, I think, 4 videos. First 4 matches. I think I'm going to follow the exact same bracket as beforehand. So, and I think, oh, that's kind of unfortunate. She was fast enough to be able to jump out of it. So, confusion is kind of nice, but the AI's got to break out of it. Stealing her helmet, which is very good with all that evasion being out of the way. So the one thing VCOD's a little bit having trouble with is he doesn't have any like AoE. Stigma magic though? Nope. Berserk. Okay, so this is not good right now. He's got to break him out. Yeah, the charm has to be broken, and unfortunately, there's a confusion proc before that sleep occurred. Is he dead? Yes. Unfortunately, all that evasion meant for nothing. Now, units lose their evasion when they have confusion. So he only had the shield for evasion. He didn't. He lost his character evasion and whatnot. Armor break, which is nice. Alright, confusion. So 2 people are confused, but I don't know if the Knight can just simply break out of it. The Lancer might be able to. Wow, despite the confusion procs, it really hasn't been any detriment so far. 2% chance that would have been like a fucking troll move. if the thing took root. Alright, he's remedying the situation, which is nice. Alright, she's got a lot of evasion, but with other 2 comrades in critical, the Lancers, remember, they have 2 hands and spears, so they have spears in 2 hands, so they're going to do a good amount of damage, but it's not going to matter because of the damage that was inflicted earlier. So there has to be confusion, yeah, because that's going to deter the Dark Behemoth from doing anything to the. It's going to deter him from doing anything to the squid, but he might. And that was a crit shot too. A little unfortunate, yeah. So I think what it really came down to is that Thief getting both the charm and a Mimic Daravon. She was 2 for 2 on status effects, and that literally just like put her entire team down. And with the PBA gone, that means less HP regen. That means less healing. She does have defense up, but defense up units are units with high HP. Oh shit. The easiest way to get rid of them is basically to... The easiest way to get rid of them is to... How do I say it? Have breaks. Because breaks are a permanent change throughout the rest of the battle, and that Dark Behemoth is doing work against his own team. That is unfortunate. And wow, that actually missed at like 72%. Is she going to be a hero in solo? I don't know. I mean, with her bag broken, she could do okay damage, and wow. I don't remember if this Lancer has any revival, because if he doesn't... yeah, if the Lancer doesn't have any revival, I don't see how he's going to come back from this. And I'm guessing they went for the attack because they couldn't tell the... I'm guessing the Behemoth went for the attack. Oh my god. That Behemoth has actually backfired. That is crazy. The Behemoth took his own fucking team down. I thought VCOD had this in the bag. Now the only way I can see VCOD winning this is if he gets like a dead proc or something. Because otherwise, if he doesn't get a dead proc, right? So 300 damage is a lot, but with the confusion, it lowers the evasion. And eventually with those speed breaks, that Knight's going to be getting double turns. So the only way SuperDevon's going to lose this is if the Knight decides to be stupid or something. And wow, she's missed like 3 or 4 speed breaks out of 5 total. She's hit 1. And she's had like 60% odds to hit them. That's not going to do anything. Oh, great. Yeah. She's only got like... Again, SuperDevon should win this. And with all these speed breaks now... yeah, she's going to eventually get double turns. We're just kind of crossing her fingers. Basically, for like a sudden cry to get an instant death, or for her to just like punch her opposition down. She's not doing anything. Yeah. Let's just take a look at that. Yeah, 3 speed versus 11. She's going to get a lot of double turns, and now that Behemoth has 1 speed. So we're just waiting for her to be intelligent and actually just go for melee damage. I just want to look real quick, because... Yeah, 10 PA, I mean, she does okay damage. It's not like she's going to do anything immense, but... Yeah, honestly... So this is what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to a lucky sudden cry from the Dark Behemoth, which has a chance of instantly killing her. And let me just check her real quick. I don't remember if she's got... Okay, she's got a mantle. So it's going to come down from a lucky sudden cry proc, which is going to allow the Dark Behemoth to win. Or this AI just needs to be intelligent and break her out of the damage. She just needs to do some melee damage and break the Behemoth out of the confusion, but she's not. She's being stupid about it right now. Yeah. And with all these PA breaks, yeah, the only way that this Behemoth is going to win is with an instant dead proc from Sudden Cry. So it's a really weird predicament to be in, but you know, with her 11 speed to the Behemoth's 1, she's going to get so many more turns in. She's going to have to bypass, the Behemoth's going to have to bypass all that evasion and then get like a 20% proc off. Because I don't know why the AI is just not breaking it and doing damage. She should be, but she's not. So we're going to speed it up. How long have we been at this for? About 9 minutes as of this recording. So we're going to let this go for another minute. And it's a weird thing to do, but since she's neglecting... I don't know. This is weird. I don't know who I should give the victory to. Because again, all the Behemoth has to do is just get a Sudden Cry proc. And he wins. Right? Because instant death and she has no dead protection. Or she could just do like any other regular human unit would do. Which is just, or any human would do. Just punch him to death. So, I don't know. This is a really weird predicament to be in. I don't know who I should give this to. Right, because you have to, I think you have to base it on the fact that this is the AI and not the player, right? And she's literally just going for stat breaks. So I don't know. It's a weird thing. Yeah, we've been doing this for almost a full minute at, you can see the frame rate in the upper left corner. It's just going like crazy. Yeah. So this should be in the player's favor. So my ruling on this is a draw. It's only a draw because the AI is being stupid and not wrapping this up, because that's what the AI does a lot of the times, is that they will not attack units with confusion. Like they'll do stat breaks and shit, but they won't actually do damage. And then on the other hand, we're waiting for the Dark Behemoth to get his one turn every 11 of hers, or to every 13 of hers, to rely on like a 3% stop proc. So I don't know. I think I'm going to consider this one a draw. So you know what? For the fuck of it, we're going to just do another map and see if... we're just going to do another large map to see how much of a difference it makes. Like the terrain and everything. Because that is a very rare circumstance where you're just kind of like in that scenario where the AI just does not let up and just fucking ends the game. Because they will. Stupid shit like that will occur. And you just saw it for 60 seconds straight at like 500 frames a second. The knight didn't wrap it up. So some people might be biased and say, well, the knight innately has an advantage and she could kill him off. But as you saw, she didn't do that at all. She just did for stat breaks. Any regular human would actually do that and just punch someone to death, but not the AI. So yeah. So it hits the slower units, which is kind of nice. You know, hitting the slower units, especially that Chemist, because now the Chemist will be able to throw shit more often. Any charms to break that dance or the singing? No. And since she just got a turn, he's going to be able to immediately jump on her. And a charm does apply. So, and his back is exposed. Oh, man. Fucking charm. Holy shit. So I missed a shot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do remember that thief has defense up, but... yeah, that charm really fucks some things up. And now you gotta remember that the Dark Behemoth cannot get hit by Mimic Daravon. And that's something that the Knight never did, is because she doesn't have Monster Talk. Now that this Lancer has a Berserk with what's it called? 2 hands, he's going to be doing triple the damage output he normally would. So that Berserk is probably going to offset the defense up probably by this thief, and he might be able to one-shot her. But there's a charm in place too, so he's going to be pissed, and he's going to turn against his own teammates. So this will be interesting. Alright, Steel. They're kind of like in a bridge right there. Oh, his weapon being stolen means that 2 hands doesn't do shit. Alright, so both Lancers are down on both teams. And there's a Berserk on that Knight, so there's no more Revival. I just noticed that now. Revival is permanently gone. And surprisingly, this Chemist is not going for any Phoenix Downs on his own... oh, actually, I got the Lancers mixed up. I thought that was SuperDevon's Lancer. No, that's VCOD's. So, but there is no more Revival left on VCOD's team. It's a permanent 2v. It's a permanent 3v4. So it could come down to a scenario where both Lancers are dead. Charm does not connect at 55%. A little unfortunate. Okay. So I hope if we get into the exact same predicament as the previous round, the previous large map, I'm just going to be puzzled. Like again, I've done tens of thousands of these simulations, and I would never have had that scenario before. Or 2 rounds in a row, I'd have to declare draws, basically. It's a really weird predicament to be in. Nice use of the, and because the confusion proc, he was able to use the sleep. Nice. But, yeah, nice use of speed break and 2 swords. Very interesting. And now that okay, so with that Knight being down, looks like VCOD is going to take this. Yeah, so that Knight, she got put to sleep, and she just took an overabundance of damage from that Behemoth. So, alright, well, first round after 15 minutes, holy shit, with 2 rounds in actuality, we're going to go to a small map now, goddamn. But yeah, VCOD takes this first round. Oof. So I think that map kind of made things a little bit more decisive, but still. It's a very weird predicament to be in. But yeah, so really, it seems like SuperDevon's team is mostly going to be hinging on this Mind Flare to get Confusion and Berserks off. They're charming each other. Interesting. Yeah, it really seems like this Mind Flare is the crux of it, though. To get the more so the Confusion. It's not really the Berserks. Because, you know, Berserking a ninja is not always a good idea. In fact, it's problematic more than anything. Oh, that he should be dead now. No, MP Switch. MP Switch saved his life. Oh, wow. Wow, so it's a little confusing to follow, but right now, it is in VCOD's favor at the 2 charmed units. She did break him out of it, very nice. But the Lancer's still alive, and he could probably go for like a poke in the back or something. The Mind Flayer's CT just passed, so the Dark Behemoth should be able to kill him off without trouble. And with that charmed Lancer, he might be able to poke the Knight in the back and one-shot him. Let's see if I'm right. Yep. No more revival. Huh. I should scratch that. And Hamido, oh no, that Lancer might be able to backfire in his own team. MP Switch, oh that fucking Chemist getting the MP Switch proc. Oh man, they're kind of coming back, VCOD a little bit. Yeah. So, insult on the thief? Nope. The question is if that... No, Hamido triggered twice, so there's... The only one who can revive, I believe, is that Lancer, and he's charmed. And it looks like he's casting a Berserk. Oh, he already has a Berserk. God damn. Oh, no. So there's no revival because of the fact he's got yin-yang magic. Oh. So it's just a Lancer, a charmed Lancer trying to do everything. Now, that Behemoth can basically one-shot everything, but still. Oh, man. The question is... yeah, so the charm is still prevalent. He's going to do damage to his own Behemoth. And, yeah, there's no counter because of the range, and it kills him off. So, yeah, permanent 4v1. We will be going to a tiebreaker. Very interesting. And the charm just wore off in the nick of time. Or it just wore off, unfortunately. Of all times for it to wear off, it wore off now. So, yeah. Pretty interesting. That's all I can say. It was a very interesting round. Yeah, that's all we can go for, though. Alright. So, yeah, we're just going to wait to go... we're going to go to this tiebreaker, and I think it really came down to that Chemist getting the charm on the thief, and then she charms her own Lancer. He actually bypassed all that evasion at 11%. And the MP switch. That is insane. Alright, well, thankfully there's a regen on that Lancer, so he will be able to get his HP back, and then get back into the fray of things. He does have a re-raise proc, so even if he dies, if he resurrects, he can just heal himself up right away. Going for Berserk Jump. You know what? I don't... I'm curious. We'll take a look at it. So 308. I wonder if Berserk augments the damage of the jump. Right? I don't think it does. It doesn't look like it does. Yeah. I don't think Berserk augments the damage of jump. Because 308, it should be a fair bit higher, but it's not. Because 11 times 13, it's like 143. I feel like it's too low. And we get to see a confused Berserk unit do the same thing as beforehand. Okay. He's too slow. Remember that with the speed breaks that were applied earlier, eventually this Lancer's just going to get one-shotted by the other one on SuperDevon's team. Yep, we're just waiting for him to move forward and wrap this up. Yep, nice. Took all of his life. Let's go to a tiebreaker. Very interesting between these. Very interesting bout between these two combatants. Fulvahan Plains. Yeah, let's do that. Fulvahan Plains. Okay. This is a classical map for being a medium and all that. Now, well, actually, the Dark Behemoth will have issues with mobility because he can't go in water panels, but the Mind Flare won't have issues. And those first turn charms, unfortunately, it didn't connect there for SuperDevon. VCOD kind of lucked out on both status effects, actually. So, Any confusions here? Nope. Looks like she's out of range. Oh, 4-man Mimic Daravon. Alright, well, it only hits the tank, which isn't too bad, because the Chemist can just throw out a simple remedy and heal up that status. He could just throw a remedy right there, and the Knight will be back in action. Well, they're still kind of bunched up, though. That's the only thing that's a little weird. Because if the Thief gets another turn... Oh, wait. No, this is pivotal. This is... Okay, well, Berserk means that there's no more Charms, and there's no more Mimic Daravons. It's better for the AI, for the most part, to just go for melee damage like that. And 2 points of speed on a Knight with speed save, you know, move HP up, regen. As long as she heals up enough... As long as she doesn't die next shot, which she might... she's going to be in the driver's seat, right? Because she's a 10-speed unit now, and if she gets another turn in before this Dark Behemoth, she might be able to live. Let's see. It really depends what happens here. Nope, she still dies because of the 2 hands and Berserk combo. So Berserk backfired a little bit. Berserk not so great of an idea onto the melee unit. Oh, he still lived. Okay, very fortunate for that Lancer. The question is if he's going to be smart enough to attack from a further distance. So the Nameless songs are kind of kicking in. Tentacle's not really doing anything. It depends on whether she lives here or not. Nope. The evasion doesn't kick into play. MP Switch saved his life. And unfortunately, the Lancer didn't get a turn in before that Dark Behemoth. So right now, VCOD is at the advantage. All in, part and parcel thanks to the charm, or not the charm, the Berserk being inflicted onto the 2-handed Lancer, who's doing triple the damage output. Now, Hamido does connect, but remember, Hamido is only works against melee units, like just a regular attack. It doesn't work against monster attacks. Now, if a monster is berserked, I believe it can you can Hamido a monster that's berserked because it's considered the attack command. It's not considered an ability. So that's where the distinction comes in from those two things. Nice tentacle. The big question is this Lancer able to get a turn in on VCOD's team? Hamido? Nope, Hamido doesn't trigger, and I don't think he would have triggered with that height discrepancy there from how low he's getting hit by. Yeah, I think he wouldn't be able to attack upwards at that angle. So it looks like VCOD's going to be taking this, and unfortunately, Berserk backfired this time. With this guy just doing triple damage, I still don't think it matters too much. Because the Knight also has Revival, and there's just more units up on the map right now in favor of VCOD. Unless we get an insane fucking... unless we get an insane ability like that, oh man, I don't know, this is interesting. It depends on whether it depends on what this Knight does here. If he goes for a kill, if he goes for Revival, he might be in the driver's seat. And unfortunately, there's a permanent crystal, and his Dark Behemoth is just kind of running rampant against his own team because of the confusion procs. Fortunately, a re-raise hit onto SuperDevon's Lancer, so chances are that Lancer's going to grab the crystal and be back to full health, and even if he dies, he can pop up again and just revive himself. Yep, very nice, very nice. So it is 3v4. It comes down to... it's really going to come... A Berserk. Berserking confusion. Oh no. Uh-oh. 700 damage. I don't know how much health this Dark Behemoth has. Hopefully the Lancer can take him out. Another re-raise onto that Charm from all the way down there. Oh my god. I forgot Charm doesn't have a vertical height tolerance. It ignores it, rather. Because that's like... Yeah, that's like a 9-panel height discrepancy. Fucking Charm, man. Is he going to break him out of it? Nope, Hamido. Nope, guard, thankfully. Yeah, Berserk is not a good idea there. Let's see. Confusion? Yes, we do get a confusion. So it's 3v4, effectively 5v2. With that Lancer being charmed. It's just... What we're really kind of banking on right now is if this behemoth can like just fuck his own team over. And now the nameless songs are going to apply to VCOD's team. If you're having a little trouble following along with that. Any charms here? Nope. Okay, but unfortunately unfortunately for SuperDevon, VCOD's team was able to just kind of regroup thanks to the knight having revival, because nobody else on his team has revival, and it just kind of sucks basically. Is he gonna move? Nope. Okay. They're double breaking him out of it. Again, right now it's 5v1, but it's a permanent 4v3. It's just, I just don't know if we're going to see anything. And wow, so kill, and the charm just wore off. Oh shit. Oh no, uh-oh. I don't know how this is going to play out. Is the squid dead? Yep, minimal damage, but that's okay. Is he going to dodge? Yes, he does. Alright. Go for a melee shot. Kill the last unit with revival. The only thing that can happen here is the thief gets a charm. If the thief doesn't charm the chemist here... Oh no, I think that this might be over. Oh my god, this is one hell of a turnout. This is a really exciting bout between these two. There's Hamido. Oh shit. That's not good. Oh, that chemist has been alive for so long. The evasion on top of MP switch makes it very hard, but there's no more revival left for VCOD. He pretty much needs to rely on these like Hamidos and shit. Not a good idea, man. Unless a Hamido triggers. It does, but this is interesting. Charming confusion. Okay. It really comes down to this Lancer. He's got to land an attack, otherwise he's just going to get one-shotted. Confusion. All right. Uh-oh. Yeah, so this has actually been really close. I thought at first VCOD had it because they all regrouped up there in a 4v3. This is actually a really good battle to at least end this op before the tournament. Really nice bout between these two. Yeah, permanent 3v3. I don't think that the Lancer can... I don't think that VCOD's Lancer can inflict Hamido with a confusion proc. Let's see here. Nope, nope. This is it, though. Wow, this is a really interesting bout between these two. And remember, it's just a few rounds. I hope more, I hope the tournament is kind of like this, with this constant back and forth, because I really thought VCOD had this, with that regrouping. But those clutch fucking mind flares, the clutch, I can't speak, the clutch mind blasts that took root from this mind flare really turned it around. Like it could have been Berserk and backfired immensely. Wow, this is one hell of a match indeed. Oh my god. Again, because she doesn't have monster talk, it will not affect him. And she should be taken down here. Unless she dodges, but the only thing she can bank on now is charm. And if it misses like that, then you know that's just a turn wasted. And charm has affected her own team now, and she should be dead here. Yep, so wow, that was one hell of a match. So, congratulations, SuperDevon. You take this best of 3, and it kind of forced a tiebreaker in the very first round, I would say. And yeah, VCOD, you definitely put up one hell of a fight. It was an amazing battle to watch between you two guys. So, all right, it is 10:36 p.m. August 30th, so this should be up live in about an hour and a half. It'll be premiering at that point. And that's when I'll edit everything into the description. And yeah, so we're talking about 2.5 hours, or no, let's see, 3.5 hours from now, and I'll be streaming the tournament, the first few matches. So, all right, links are in the description below, and yeah, hoping to see you guys on the live streams. Take care, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.